Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, hello, welcome. Good night, good evening, good evening. Hello, hello, welcome to tonight's stream titled Tournaments and Love in a Time of Quarters. Now, as always, my name is Survivor Gaming. Pleasure again to meet you all. Pleasure to visit the channel. Good evening, everyone. Tonight, we are going to be playing Arcade Spirits. Now, Arcade Spirits is a visual novel set in the year 20XX in arcades with dating. And they come with a new challenger. I have their demo, so we're going to stream the... So I did a demo on my channel Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. I did a video on that Wednesday, and I did their 45-minute demo. They have an hour-long demo as well. I decided we're going to do the demo, the hour-long demo, as well as we're going to do some of the original audio. Arcade Spirits has a special place in my heart. It is my favorite visual novel dating game, and I love it so much. So this is their new challenge. We're going to start game. It's good to be back in the game. Hello, welcome to Arcade Spirits' new challengers. My name is Iris, your personal digital assistant. I'll be your guide through the world of 20XX and a tournament timeline where arcades never went away. Before we begin your tale of love, friendship, and of course, an arcade competition, let's log in and check your personal portfolio profile. Now, I did this. We're going to create Albert again. Let's zoom on into the system and create our character. Softmark Vaporwave for work groups. I love that, for work groups. Loading. Okay, let's see. Username, password, check. I am not robot box. Identify all the fire hydrants. Boy, this is tough for an AI. Let's see. And we're in. I've learned the default metadata, but I got anything wrong. Please feel free to change it however you feel. So we're going to create, of course, our name and profile. We're going to go with... what am I going to name this? Shooter. No. Defense. Their handle will be used. First name, as always, is Albert. Last name is Fealty. Yes. He, him, pronoun, as always. Skin tone. We're going to go a decent pale because I am pale as a pale white. Online avatar. And we're going to go with dice. I like the dice option. Dice option, yes. A hairstyle. Ooh. That's a cute hairstyle, but we're gonna go with the Dapper Gentleman. Light blue hair. Now we're gonna... beautiful. Eye color. Nailed it again. No selection. It screams out. Body type. Keep the footy. Randomize the colors. Yep. Pants over skirts. Pants. Ooh. Oh, hello. What happened? Oh. Oh my goodness. Hello. Weird. First time that's done that. Odd. Okay, we'll try that again. Hello, and I have accident. My accident got it again. Next to more Iris. Okay. Let's just keep it slow. Defense. Albert. Last name. McFeely. He, him. We're gonna go headwear. None. Okay. Glasses. Still go randomize the glass color. Okay. Pants. Yeah. Type. Oh, there's the... okay. I didn't see the map. I like the character already. No selection, normality. Eye color. Marble. Cute. Hairstyle. I like that one. That one or this one? Oh god. Actually, no. We'll go with that one. I want hair colors. Perfect. But see, whatever. My avatar. Coffee. Yep. Skin tone. Pale as the pale moonlight. Okay. Good. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Nailing it. Looking good. No problems now. Okay. I think what happened, I clicked up the exit button by accident and clicked the selection and exit out of the game. Done editing. Yes. Name, defense, Albert. Pronoun, English, correct? Yes, that's correct. Hello, defense. Gosh, exciting. The only thing I can divide can for hopes and dreams. Oh, you see here alone, are you? No, you also have your rival, the contender. Why don't you tell me the fuck too? Ah, yes. So I'm gonna actually do the rival. In normal. I'm not changing the rival. I changed the rival in my original clip of Ricky. The rival the same. So good at it. Yes. Hunter Chris Masterson. Pronoun they. Is correct? Yes, that's correct. Interesting. So just your rifle. Tell me, is it a friendly rifle or a hostile rifle? We have mutual respect to get along well enough. That's terrific. It's nice to have a friend, even if you two are usually opposite sides of the fight. Lastly, which version of the demo would you like to play? I got the long and a short version, so pick whatever suits your needs. The long version, 60 minutes, read out loud. Okay, and then we're all set. Have fun playing Arcade Spirits New Challengers. I forgot, the following is a work of fiction. Our references to trademark classic arcade game titles are used under no fair use and should not be considered an endorsement by their publishers or creators. Understandable. As you would. Stroking my non-existent chin. Okay, let's do this. PQ presents, created by Fiction Factory Games, written by Stefan Games and Anne Schumann. Arcade Spirits, the new challenger. Level 1, Ultimate Team-Up. This is an hour-long one. From as far back as I can remember, my dreams were always ones of victory. The roar of the crowd, the gleam of gold, the pulse-pounding action, struggling against all odds to reach the very top. Achievement. Recognition. Triumph. When you're young, you don't put much thought as to why you crave victory. You just do. You want to be the very best, like no one ever was. To catch them is your real test. To train them is your cause. My game of choice is Fist of Discomfort 2. The World War esports phenomenon is a 2-on-2 strategy fighting game, so you need a reliable partner in order to win. Major esports like Play to Win focus entirely on developing their FOD2 skills, and that's what I'm looking for. Dedicated players to win the championship. Now, it's a distant future year of 20XX, and those dreams of victory are what led me here today, to the unusual little arcade in the middle of the city. My longtime rival Hunter just signed on with the team Play to Win, one of the top esports organizations in the world. So naturally, I want to find a great team myself. My drink. An app on my phone named Irish suggested I come here to a good, clean fun, a combination featuring a laundromat arcade. She said I'd find a team to help me go for the gold. But, well, the team isn't exactly what I was expecting. The members of Team GFC, for lack of a better name, aren't focused on my game of choice. They're interested in all sorts of other games too. Here, let me introduce them to you. There's Zapper. As the name implies, she completely into light gun games, blasting away robots, zombies, and zombie robots all day. I've got some snackage on my side here. I got some McDonald's and chips and stuff over here on my side. And I'm taking drinks is because talking, visual novels are great, but the talking hurts the throat follicles. Die, die, die! I love the tattoos she has. Those are fucking cool. I hate this stupid RNG boss. Either send drones in predictable pattern or don't bother sending them at all. I mean, Can you believe this? It's 20XX, and game designers are still relying on quarter-munching RNG in their games. Hey Zapper, how's the gunslinging going? Not as awesome as I'd like. Kind of boring, honestly. But I need to get some training in for a freestyle competition coming up next month. You know, get my twirls and swooshes and quick draws nice and perfect. So, maybe take a break and play some Fist of Discomfort 2 with me instead? Hey, you know I'm down. Give me a few minutes to finish this level and I'll be right there alongside you delivering beatdowns and one-liners. Thanks, Zapper. Okay, that's one. Let's see if I can get the rest on board. The next one might be a bit trickier. Rhapsody is our team's Fist of Discomfort 2 expert. They routinely post videos and blogs analyzing a game of breaking down classic and perfect options. I love Zapper. Rhapsody, not Zapper. I love Rhapsody. The people who create this game are... Oh, there's another Pengy. There's another Pengy! Pengy game! Oh, this game just makes me very happy. A perfect option. Hey, Rhapsody, interested in actually playing some FOD2 instead of just talking FOD2, maybe? Can you give me a minute? Can you give me like 20 minutes? I'm reviewing some combo videos that just dropped, which totally destroyed the current meta. Since Fist of Discomfort 2 is only a few weeks old, players are still figuring out how to break the game, find cool combos, see what's OP. They haven't even settled on a good tier list yet. Just yesterday, I stumbled upon a glitch with Tomikaze that basically makes you unstoppable. I tried to react in a training mode, but I just couldn't. Well, how about we try and recreate it in-game? We can't rush these things. Defense, I'll need to spend more time breaking down and making you down frame by frame first. Be with you soon. Assuming Rhapsody doesn't get lost in analysis, but Domino may be interesting starting right away. Domino plays bullet hell shoot 'em ups, the kind of games that need intense reflex and good instinct. And I approach him in the middle of avoiding 9,591 glowing pink plasma balls. Hey Domino! And that's when the screen fills with a giant explosion and the words "Game Over." Ah, the inevitability of a game over. Some days you gotta get the radioactive mutant space bear, and some days the radioactive mutant space bear gets you, I suppose, but in the end, it's always the bear. Oh hey, it's you! Couldn't embrace the absolute void of space and futility of a fight you can't win. Crushing doom can be yours for one measly quarter. Another time. How about some FOD2 instead? You're very insistent about this FOD2 dream, aren't you? I'm curious as to what your goals were in coming here. I just want to play FOD2, that's all. Well, good for you. It's nice to want things. I'll join in the fray, but first I'm off to the bathroom. I've been holding it so long my back teeth are floating. Later! Okay, next candidate. I love all the characters. And Fast Cars 2, Fast Cars 7, Fast Cars 5 in the original game, Fast Cars 7 in the new one. Hi, Jinx! Jinx is the arcade-driven game expert. She's usually found drifting around the corners in Fast Cars 7 at impossible speed. One of FC7's counters have been adapted. Ow, my arm. Yeah, my arm's gonna be in pain slightly. I got my shot, my vaccine this morning. Part of my vaccine. It's good to get it. If anyone watches it, it's good to get a vaccine. The FC2 count has been specially adapted for her disability. Hand controls instead of foot pedals to give her joints a rest. I love the equality or the representation in this game. These games are... The way they make these games make me very happy. Hey Jinx, I was wondering. No, never mind, you're clearly busy. Want to play some FOD2, huh? That was the plan, yes. Everybody's a bit occupied and you're in the middle of a race, so... Still worth asking, don't assume things. You're part of this crew now, so we'll make time when we can. Had a busy afternoon, but I can sneak some team practice and give me 30 to rest my wrists a bit, and I'll be good to go. Deal? Deal. Okay, it's a start, but if I can get the last word 2 on board, we'll really have something. Loxley is the arcade ticket and prize game expert. He's mastered the art of liberating kitty toys from the redemption games. I love the redemption game stuffies. The dragons in like, this dragon Dragons as bards! I love it! They're so happy! If anyone watches this, or the creators of this game watch this, I want pins of those. That screams pinnable merchandise, or shirts, or plushes. Please? Plus, I beg you. I love your games, but plus I want pins of this. I love this game. I've read it. What's recorded? Who's actually active? Okay, there's someone else active on the Discord. Yeah, I follow the Discord because I'm a huge advocate of this game. This game is a very special place in my heart. This game makes me very happy. This series in general is super fucking emotional, and I love it. It makes me very happy. These games have definitely put a special place in my heart, and they make me happy. And after obtaining a stuffed dragon from Good Clean Fun's crane game, he pops open the lock on the case and puts it back on top. Catch and release. Yes. What? It's good to stay in practice. Keep the skills sharp, but no need to deprive a young one of a toy they might enjoy in the process. So the owners gave me a key to the machine, allowing me to put my catches back in there. It's only fair. I only unleash my full talent upon corrupt and unjust arcades, such as the Palace. Ergo Deco's Palace. I keep mixing up Deku and Deco. Dekonami is an asshole. This arcade is sacred ground in comparison. But enough of that, did I just hear now you're putting together a practice match? Yes I am. It's a bit delayed, but it seems to be happening. Then I pledge my sword to you, cause. Let me wrap up here and we should begin the festivities. I love them. That's 5. And finally, Grace Cooper, a resident programming genius. She's Oh, wait! Oh, shit! Oh my god, it's Gavin's sister, or daughter, or something. Because Gavin's last name in Arcade Spirits is Cooper. I'm sorry, if you watched my original playthrough, I didn't click till now. Whoops! My bad, that thing went right over our head. My bad. Grace Cooper, our resident programming genius, please game, tell me Gavin's back. I miss my sweet boy. He was a good character. I never did his playthrough, and with these streams, I do plan on playing all the way through his playthrough because the way they built him was quite interesting, and I love these games in general. She worked on an RPG called Wonderlust Trial, and surprisingly, she also made Iris, my personal assistant app. Hey Grace, we need one more FOD match. Are you interested? Oh, hello. Certainly, but I got this weird bug in my game. I'm trying to hunt down first. For some reason, it's practically spawning wheels of cheese when I try to climb this mountain. There's just so much to do before my game is ready for people to play. But I hope it'll be ready soon. Soonish. Eventually. In the future. I'm sure you'll figure out, Mom. You're the best. Grace almost fumbles her heavily modified handheld game console on hearing my phone cheerfully chirp her. You don't have to call me Mom, Iris. Right, it is Mom, because she's the creator. But you're my mom. Would you prefer a different user designation, Mom? Anyway, I'll be with you soon, promise. Not exactly a thundering wave of enthusiasm. This isn't what I was hoping for when Iris set me up for this team. Hunter is the big leagues with Team Play to Win, and I'm in, well, a friendly neighborhood gaming club. It makes me wonder. Yes, quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and flexible. Maybe they'll support my dreams as friends. I go with the kinder route because I'm a kinder person. Who is screaming? Probably my people who live, probably the people I live with. I go kindly. They've been friendly to me despite waltzing in off the street asking to join them out of the blue. They could have laughed me off, but they didn't. Even if they aren't focused on other games, I wonder if they'd support my dream anyway. I mean, Iris had to lead me down to them for some reason, right? Grace and Loxley both certainly have kind hearts, and despite Domino's cynicism, I'm getting this weird feeling he wants to support me as well. First things first, though, waiting for our team to take practice, every journey starts with a single step. But I am upon the first step, someone else steps foot in the good, clean fun. Someone's unexpected. 4 cocky-looking people stand at the entrance to the arcade, smirking at everything, each wearing a flashy gold team jersey. Wait a minute, that's doing here? The beefy one of the bunch, I think his handle is Blitz, looks around, clearly unimpressed with what he sees. Huh, nice broom closet. Where's the arcade? He's handsome. He's a handsome man. Even though he's an asshole, he's a handsome boy. A woman on her side, yep, that's Divine, I recognize her from her streams, lets out a little snicker and stage whisper to him response. I think this is the arcade, but it's charming, I suppose. Quite in a way, likely popular with the kiddies. Our slightly unshaven teammate smirks while rolling his eye. That'd be Coda, lower than the brain team. Now, Divine, we're here to have fun and play nice. Let's not be all rude and stuff to the local yokels. But I ignore those three, because there's one more who has my complete and undivided attention. Team, chill. We're here to say hello to the Fences new team, so play nice. They're a bit riled up because we absolutely crushed it on our online journey, so we wanted to come out and celebrate with them. We want to celebrate your win with me. Don't forget, we're also celebrating our acceptance into this team, too. Look at all of you. You're all so cute. It's good to see you, I guess, but... My eyes are over the rest of the Hunter's team. They all wandered around the arcade, laughing and making rude gestures toward the small collection of games. Why'd you bring them? No, they're harmless. Hunter waves off like it's nothing. Sure, they talk a big game, but they're pretty chill. And from all over the arcade, I can see the other team splitting up, looking to hassle my new friends. Certainly plenty of hassle to go around. Oh. Okay, so maybe they're a little overexcited. Let me see if I can do anything about this. We can catch up later. Hunter smiles, looking me in the eyes before turning around and leaving where I stand. Immediately, the tension in the arcade jacks up to a ridiculous degree. Clearly, more than 3-point rotogens of unstable nuclear situation. Not great, not terrible. Team PTW is quickly finding various ways to cause trouble, antagonizing many friends messing with the games. The easiest thing to do would be avoid all this drama and stay on the sidelines, but that's not what friends do. Even if I'm a relatively new friend, less than a day old, I should step in and help where I can. Defense, let me help. Huh, how can a phone app help with playground bullies? I'm keeping my microphone input open, and echo location any trouble you may find around this place. Check out your map and give places go. But I don't think you're going to be able to visit everyone before things boil over. Right, Version, got it. What's happening right now? So we got a few things. We got them being dicks. We got... I need to go. Grace and Loxy are being hassled by the absolute unit of play. So we can do three things. We're going to do this one, and then this one. I've already done that one. So, on the far side of Good Clean Fun, Grace is demoing her indie RPG on that fancy homebrew handheld game console, sort of. Wow, this game easy as hell. Slice, dice, 200 XP? That old guy didn't even put up a fight. That's a shepherd, not a fighter at all. Blitz, please, you're not supposed to be killing the villager NPCs. I don't see why not. They're packed with a ton of XP. I've leveled up 3 times in 5 minutes, cut my way through this town. They have XP because they have levels and crafting skills, not because they're meant to be murdered. Don't know what it says. Don't know what to say. XP is XP, and they're good XP. Ha! Look at the bloody spray. So much laundry you're carrying, lady. Gonna need to put a stage treatment on that blanket. You killed the town weaver. She loved music, quilting, and... So what's this game called again? Wandering Trial or something? Where's the big bad at the end? I want to skip to the end. Ha! Ruin, stupid villagers. I've got an axe and you've got hands, and I'm gonna use one or the other. Please, don't. Just give me back my game. What was that? Speak up, I can't hear you over all these digital screams and stuff. Give it back, please, if you don't mind. You're playing it all wrong. Hey, come on. You'll never grow as a game designer without feedback. Don't you want me to test this thing? Not enough game to really listen to the gamers, you know. They hide and ignore us or ban us from their forums. Or are you afraid of free... Oh no. Blitz, probably not the greatest idea. But okay. Or are you afraid of free speech? No, it's just that I am... Okay, I guess. Fuck off! Pause out even happen. I try to catch Grace's attention. As she must help me in my way, briefly unable to even raise her voice, so racked with nerves and anxiety. Excuse me. Ooh. Ow! Pain burp. And I barely noticed Lock is standing up next to me. I have no idea how to manage this lurk in the shadows of the brightly lit featuring my brothers. Such a ruffian should harass a fan Grace like that. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Something must be done. Fortunately, he's talking quiet enough that the ruffian himself doesn't hear us. Plus, the little speaker loudly squealing with screams of the innocent. Can we just get Men and Matt to kick these P2W jokers out? It's a private business establishment. Management reserves the right to refuse service. Yada yada. Would that we could? Would that we could? Oh right, Loxley's like he's Robin Hood in tights. Would that we could, but alas, they seem a bit distracted by more pressing and dire matches. Huh? I look around for Benemat, owners of the privately owned business establishment and resident authority figures. There, my boys! Oh, how you've aged! Who are way too busy dealing with a couple of washing machines being a rich, creamy self on the floor. Well, I call this a mess, but it's sort of elemental positive of messy. Maybe we can throw a phone party and call it a new selling point. No, the task falls on us, I'm afraid. As friends and allies, we are on about, and I suggested being executed in a subtle manner. At least mere attention tends to fall short. I propose shenanigans. If you distract him in a way that makes him drop the game, I will promptly retreat. You want him to drop Grace custom homemade game console. I have faith in my agility that I can save from impact on the floor, and this act will break his attention away from us. Albeit, if you would be better stratagem in mind, and I'm all leaders, but we should act swiftly and exactly what we do promise. Oh, direct approach is dangerous. I'm going to try and talk to Grace for a peace and reasonable solution. Yeah. Grace is like her brother or her father. Grace is like her brother or her mom. This can't be... Grace is Gavin. Grace is Gavin's sister or mother, I'm unsure. If we escalate the situation while play to win is here in force, it could get ugly. Let's not cause a scene. I'm going to talk Blitz down. Are you serious? I doubt the thickhead Chandler buffoon is in the mood of honest discussion. Grace would want us to at least try. If your faith in my agility, I have faith in my charisma. Trust me. I see, as you wish. He bows out of line and his step up and confront the child. Hey Blitz, enjoying Wanderlong's tales? Huh! Oh, it's you, Hunter's loser pal. What do you want? I'm busy here. Enjoying the game, huh? It's okay. Kind of retro graphics from it. Blood spray really have baked. And it's too easy to kill people. There's no challenge. Oh, look, I'm level 6 already. I haven't even left this town. I'll just play until I get the fun part. Until then, it gets whack, whack, whack to make the numbers go up, I guess. Oh! You could say the same thing about football, which is why they don't allow knives in football. Oh, because he's a football jock. Well, that's choosing a metaphor for this guy will probably understand. Sports ball! Oh, surprise me pizza. Grace is right, though. You're playing it wrong. Excuse me? Look, the point of the game is to engage with the challenge it presents. You're doing that. It's like bringing a katana to a football game. If you crave your ways in the defense, it's the literal sense. You score a touchdown, but it's not like you really won. Are you dead or something? There's no swords in football. Exactly. And in Grace's game, you're not supposed to kill the villagers. They're there to help you out in other ways. So why allow me to kill them at all? Make it against the rules. I like a game where the rules reinforce the theme, you know? If it's supposed to be all happy hippie, cooperative stuff, don't let me kill hippies. Yeah, I guess I was playing it wrong. Yeah, I guess I was playing it wrong, but in my defense, the game let me play it wrong. He's a cool character. I hope that if any of the developers are watching this, hi, welcome. You can smooch team play to win? I don't think you can. But if it's open availability, then yes, please. Because he's handsome and I like him. I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you. You got your playtest experience, and now that it's done, we've heard your valuable feedback. How about you be a gentleman and give the lady back her game, like she asked you to do repeatedly? He looked a bit reluctant, but I backed him into a safe corner of social pressure he put Grace into. Given he only knows me as Hunter, loser pal, he's not inclined to take me seriously, but with a shrug, gives the game up, handing it back to Grace. Yeah, whatever. Was getting boring anyway. I'm gonna go see if they actually have any decent pizza in this crap hole. Hey! Ben and Matt's pizza is delicious, and you can go fuck yourself. Take 1 and 2. A little bit of both. Satisfied, he walks away to find something else to distract himself. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. She cuddles her game as if she was a newborn baby, needed some crying tantrum after getting its first shots. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I'll restore the bed. I'll restore the database. Bring everyone back to life. Then maybe put in a safeguard to keep that from happening again. I think anybody would be cruel enough to just kill defenseless villagers. Why would anyone want to hurt those people? The world can be a cruel place, Miss Cooper. A cruel place indeed. You have my gratitude, defense. Good shit. With that, he slips back into the shadow since he's no longer needed to watch over Grace. I owe you for this, defense. Thank you so much. I should have let him play with the game at all, but when he asked me what I did for a living and I said I designed games, he wanted to play it. I didn't want to make a fuss, I guess. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, he's not exactly my target audience, but I feel like I'd be close-minded not to let him put a bit close-minded not to let him play a bit, and then things got messy. I'm so sorry. I'm just not good at all with confrontations. You should stand up people like him. You were in the right, and he was being a tool. That's kind of an asshole thing. Always happy to help. You need me in the future, just ask. We are ready. Think of nothing of it. I'm always willing to step in and lend a hand with friends and needs. If there's anything you need in the future, you just tap me on the shoulder no matter what I'm doing. I'll be ready to get to work. That's great to know, so that means you'll definitely be staying around with our team. Yeah, it's growing on me. Definitely I'll be around. Great. I'm always happy to make new friends. Real friends. Once I can feel comfortable. Oh, Team GFC, good clean fun. Got it. I am, if I like Team GFC, I feel safe here. I feel safe and loved in a lot of ways, and I know you and I kind of just met, but it's always nice to find a new friend. Okay, I've got to reset my servers and put everything back the way it was before the status touched my precious game. Thanks again for your help. And lo, the land is saved from a terrible beast ransacking his people in the end. Okay, where am I going next? Okay, so I've cleaned that up. I gotta know how to clean up the other idiots. So off to one side of the laundry zone, away from Ben and Matt's Bubble Bonanza, I spot a small gathering, Rhapsody Zapper, as well as Coda from Team P2W. Weren't you a member of P2W for like a very short time? I guess you only stayed up on the metagame when you actually had a good team. Everyone knows Tomika's headed for Nerf City is patently obvious. She's way too flexible, which makes her too powerful. Nearly every major FOD team runs at least one, if not several Tomikaze specialists, making the meta so predictable it hurts. Once they nerf her, she'll be good as gone from the game. There's always going to be a place for a middle-of-the-road character like Tomikaze. She's a solid pick. Individually, she's not that powerful, but paired is where her true power shines. She's easy for new players to pick up and play. So no, I don't think they'll change her dramatically anytime soon. Who cares about noobs? FOD needs to retrain the core player base and satisfy the demand of players. The competitive scene can't grow with such an obvious main pick at the heart of the metagame. Tomikaze has to go. You're a fool for not seeing that. I'm flunked out, fool. What's wrong exactly? Oh, thank RN Jesus. It's the fans. Talk some sense into these two, okay? All this metagame yammer is boring. Who cares what characters are in or out of the game? Who gets buffed or nerfed? You adapt or you die. You can't just remove Tomikaze. Think of how it will impact the game. All we have are characters that are too difficult to learn, which will drive new players away. And new players grow the competitive scene, not character removal. Whatever, fool. Ugh, my brain is leaking out my ears. All I hear is slosh, slosh, slosh. Ah, it's a debate about the FOD2 nerd stuff. So I can't step in and close this down as one less flashpoint of conflict going down in our arcade. Coda's right. No, Rhapsody's right. Without a simple and flexible character and heart of the game, newcomers will have a hard time. I have to agree with Rhapsody here because they are correct. If you don't have a primary character, no. No, I'm losing my mind. It's fine. Rhapsody is right. Without a simple and flexible character at the heart of the game, newcomers will have a hard time. Listen, we've all been there. Our first FOD character and for 99% of us is Tomokazu. Rhapsody's right on this one. Not real hardcore players like me. I started with Akiri. Never touched Tomokazu. No need. Did you forget Tomokazu is literally the character who you use in the tutorial? She's the one who teaches you to play. You think I played the tutorial? No. And all that proves is Scrubs use Tomokazu, and like I've said, who needs them? I don't, the community doesn't. Ban Tomokazu, you get less scrubs. Less scrubs, less scrubs. Fewer scrubs. Zapper rests her forehead in the palm of her hand while Rhapsody rolls their eyes. Coda, will you just shut up for a second and listen? I'll tell you exactly what Tomokazu will stay as is FOD. Which quiets him. Coda sneers her response, his expression begging for an answer. I mean, if he disappears, the community disappears. It does destroy that. I mean, they're not wrong. They're not wrong on that thought process. That if the tutorial character vanishes, it fucks over the whole game. Tomokazu was bringing fresh faces and fresh skills to keep the game alive. If you don't have a character who's enticed in new talent, the community goes stale, and a dead community means a dead game. And when a game dies, so do we. None of us want that. Remember Immortal Warriors? No? Should I? Exactly. Most people don't recognize it. Came and went in less than a year due to it being way too difficult to play. Noobs and hardcore alike were put off of it. It's so obvious, even you can see the parallel. This is utter ridiculousness. You're all dead since breaks, and I'm done trying to argue with people hanging on to those silly, preconceived notions. Trusted for Coda speak, you have spoken well and provided a very valid point. I shall shut up now. When your baby ideas grow up and you want to chat about real adult things, then maybe I'll talk to you. Is it over already? Are we done nerding out? She sounds southern. I'm going with a southern accent. She sounds very southern. Jeez. Well, on the plus side, at least we've got 2 powerful nerds on our team. I guess we need a few of those to make it on Pro Tour. I'm out. Later, you two. I appreciate the backup there. It's nice to have another person on your side who gets the game on such an intellectual level. You might just prevent it in all-out real-life flame war. No problem. Coda's a bastard. You ever read his face well? He just rants and rants. Makes me sick. He's posting just terrible stuff online. Harasses people that don't agree with him. Trolls everyone with hurtful memes. So, we let his own actions and public word lead him to his downfall. We have to be above it, even if keeping a professional face is tiring. Yeah, regardless. Shutting down Coda feels like a W. I love that. I can't lie. Watching him turn tail and run, it does feel nice. Oh, I got one viewer. Hi! Hello! Welcome to Arcade Spirits Night. Welcome to Romantic Visual Novels Night. RVNN. That's where we're gonna go. I can't lie. Watching him turn tail and run does feel nice. The sweet nectar of revenge. Something like that, but let's leave that moment in the past and look forward to the future. That's right, I should make sure the rest of the place is still intact. See you, Defense. Bye, Coda. I love you. They are a sweet boy. I love them. Okay, where am I going next? We got one other spot to hit. I'm not going to do that because I've handled your problems myself. Bastard. Over on the far side of the arcade, I spot Jinx loitering near her beloved fast car 7 game, shifting from foot to foot, legs clearly getting tired. As for why she's uncomfortable sitting behind the wheel and blasting around the corners at an unsafe speed, well, one of Team P2W players is sitting in her seat, lazily cruising through the turns with one perfectly managed steering the wheel. In fact, when I walk up to chat with Jinx, the P2W is one actually greeting me. Sorry, no autographs right now. I'm totally killing it at this game. I was not planning on asking you for one. No. Ah, great, I appreciate that, you know? So many of my adoring fans just won't give me any space or privacy. If I was, oh, I love your streams, Divine, or can I have a hug, Divine? Or will you sign my leg, Divine? People can be gross. Nobody here wants their leg autograph. Look, I scheduled an online game with a friend coming up soon. So I'm gonna wrap up your race. I can get a turn. Aw, sorry, I can't lose, honey. Winner stays on, and I am winning. Only because I'm on the game and have a weak AI, so I can focus on improving my time trials. And you're in my seat. Don't see your name on it, honey. Perfect consistency right next to me. Next to this one, too. See? Play on that one. You're the only one with hand controls. I literally can't use the other. Yeah, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem. Not my fault you're defective. I hate Divine with a burning passion. That bitch can go die. Fuck you, you piece of shit. Uh-oh. She's eyelids are starting to twitch and I think she's biting her apart after all blood. Look, good dog, you cook some water or something. I'll be here at the same time. This triple walk in tight to the point where I swear I can hear both speaking, but loudly she backs down. I drop a whisper low enough not to be heard over the visual red and I just the car in. Can't you just kick her off? It's your game, you got priority. Want to believe me, though, that's not the way arcades work. When there stays on, other quarters up and wait. Besides, Ben and Matt only. They're getting fighting Washington, okay? I can be here. And then jump with the wallflower makes his presence. I'll race against her. How many hand controls? I can use the second player seat. If I beat her, I can stand the game. Where are you always? What for racing? Oh, the audio is really loud? Hold on. Is that better? We'll drop the audio down further. That better? Do I sound better now? Or is it the game audio still too loud? That's fine. Okay, cool. Fixed it. It's fine. Since when are you a racer? Ah! I'm a survivor. I'm pretty sure keeping a ton of virtual metal from flying off a guardrail off a mountain pass is a lot like playing a ship. Don't know, it's a long shot. Or we could just convince you to bail. Don't ask me how. Other than breaking your leg, which is where I want to start personally. If you don't play it cool, we'll risk making the situation with all the P2W toadies more volatile than it already is. Not worth my online waste, we'll just have to wait. My friend's pretty busy, but I can reschedule for later. It's the adult thing to do. Don't be selfishly boot a player off your favorite game. Just adapt to your own plan and move on. But whoever said I was an adult, I want to support Team GFC, my new friends. How do we make this happen? Domino, you're up. You put her in the rearview mirror and cross that finish line. You can do this. Cause I went with Jinx's last time. Domino, think you can beat that lazy Sunday driver and take back Fast Car 7 in the name of Team GFC? Can I? Well, honestly, I don't know. But hey, it's worth a shot. Play it cool. I'll give you some advice as you go. Fast Car 7 isn't like driving a real car. I can't afford a car, so hey, that's fine with me. Let's do this. Donna practically hurls himself into the second player seat in cheap plastic of Fast Car 7, creaking your protest. You hear with a big creepy smile to Divine. Okay! I don't much appreciate that! I didn't see that last time! I don't much... Domino, can you maybe turn off the anime face? Hi! Want a race? No? That's fine, I understand. Oh no, my finger slipped to put a quarter and I guess I'm joining your race. Hey, these things happen. I love that. He grips the wheel as Jinx leans in over his shoulder, ready to give Domino a crash course and how to not to crash. Like, fine, who cares? I run like 8 laps on a course. I'll beat you easily. Bring it, little Miss Celebrity Pants. Domino focus. Accelerate through the straight, then brake coming up the turn right. Ooh. Excuse me. At first it works just fine. Domino wild and unlearned styles keep neatly in check by Jinx poking the prod, keeping him fall inside race lines. But he hasn't overtaken Divine yet, and the race is almost halfway over. If you're really going to win this, we need to switch things up. I'll let her whisper an idea. Ooh. Oh no. If you win this, I'll buy you some chicken nuggets. If you win this, I'll buy you some chicken nuggies. I want to buy up some chicken nuggies. If you win this, I'll buy you all the chicken nuggets you could ever want. And his face lights up like a Christmas tree. Nuggies! Oh, I love him! Aw. He puts his foot on the floor, causing his virtual car to leap forward, hurtling an unsafe speed toward Divine's cruiser. Hey, don't go as fast around this curve! Nuggies, 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 nuggies! Oh no! Whoa, whoa, whoa! She swerves to avoid a collision, causing her car to spin out while Donald just barely holds his own around the curve. Soon he blasts right past the finish line, through the guardrail, over the other side, in a massive cataclysm of veins. Nuggies! Oh, I love Domino! Oh, the man! She looked a bit shaken from all the virtual explosion, wincing hard before returning to her usual cool expression. Win's a win, I guess. Whatever. She bails it down and hops out of logic to resume her favorite game. Just in time, too, thanks. Anything for a friend, my friend. And the day is saved thanks to the dynamic duo of Domino and Defense. I should play non-jump more often. That was kind of fun. A bit wild at the end, but before that, kind of fun. I love him. He's got like an anime smile, creepy face, and it made me very interested in its character. Interested in PC gaming? I'd be happy to teach you MOBAs. Multiplayer Online Beta Assault? Sounds like someone needs to be indoctrinated into the PC gaming. How about it? I'd be happy to show you the ropes. RTS, MOBA, BR, MMORPGs, other acronyms. I do enjoy a good acronym. Sure thing, now that you're a member of Team GFC, we'll have time for that. One of us. One of us. For now, I think I'll go. Cool down a bit, though. That was a pretty intense scenario, all considered. Another time? Another time for sure. Things got a little out of hand, but in the end, we got Jinx back on the road. That's what matters. It's getting late. It's getting late. It's getting late. How long are we going to have to deal with Team PTW squatting in our clubhouse anyway? Beat Defense. I'm trying to build up a social tension. Please follow the indicator on your map. Oh, great. Now what? Over the arcade or on the FOD2 machine itself, PTW squares off against GFC. Both sides finally having enough to this mess. I don't even know why you came to this pathetic little arcade in the first place. Just a prissy little celebutante loser who thinks her follower count is a metric of awesomeness. Bunch of little fragile snowflakes. Can't even take a complete waste of time acting all high and mighty when you're simply don't understand how the game is meant to be played. And without attitude, you'll never... Was just trying to explain how I felt. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to... Leave Grace alone, you loser. Is this not really necessary? Can't we just drop it? This is getting ridiculous, but I know how to solve it, or at least let's refocus all our aggression into something else. It's an arcade, isn't it? So let's game. Hunter will play a match of FOG, and then everybody calls it a day, okay? People, this isn't helping anything. Look, we all love Fist of Discomfort too, right? So let's focus on our energies there. We'll have a friendly match, and then everybody goes home. Enough, okay? Enough fighting IRL. We compete honestly as gamers, and then agree to go our separate ways. Fine, I'm done dealing with this crapple arcade anyway. One match for bragging rights, and we're done here. How does that forward for the rest of PTW welcoming the competition? Kodo joined me against you and one of your teammates. Fair? We'll see which team rules and which team drools once and for all. I wasn't planning on raising an emotional stage in my fight, but that old urge to win to prove myself is raising, and win over P2W would do a lot more morale. I do a lot for our image. It'd be our springboard we need to our future. Agreed. Let's do this. All of us are ready to go, but we need a fourth partner I can rely on. 2 versus 2, that's our rule of FFD. Strongest foot forward, who do I want to call upon? I'm going to go with Jinx because I like him. I did Rhapsody last time. I'm going to go through the whole game with all the different characters. And we're going to do Jinx because I liked her. She's a cool character. Hey Jinx, you want to? Absolutely. Let me give you a quick tutorial on the Fist of Discomfort 2 strategy minigame. It's a lot like rock, paper, scissors with defense, special attack, special beta defense, okay, so defense, special attack, special beats defense, defense beats attack, attack defeats special. Ew, excuse me. Your personality will give you some bonus points every turn. A super gutsy person may be better at attacking. Lastly, you can use your ultimate once per game to automatically win a round. If you use yours at the same time your opponent does, you counter it perfectly. If you're a little confused, it's okay. Win or lose, the story will continue. Give it your best and good luck. I believe you. Okay, I think Focus Hunter generally loves to attack, so I can counter them with defense. As for Coda, he likes to rotate attack, then defend, then special. And then, well, it's a wild card. So he starts with attack first, then defend, then special. Win or lose, I need to give it all my all. Even if I really want to win this, I have to focus on fight alone for the sake of my dreams. Let's go! Fight! Let's do this. Okay. Round 1, we're going to do attack. You will attack, it's tie. You get 60 points, they earn 60 points. So score now, 60-60. So now Kodo starts with a attack. Pathetic. You defend beats their attack, you earn 120 points. Score now, 180-60. Round 2. Defense special. Charging up for a really amazing special move sounds like a plan. Unfortunately, it's plan Hunter has figured out as a virtual to make cast asterisk. You eventually lose their attack, they get it, but Jesus, okay. Fuck you. Scared already? But we've just begun. Step into hell and face me. Oh, it's a kitty. I love that. You use your ultimate, you're 130 points. Score now, 310-200. Defense attacks. So if I get work on ninja minions on my way to Hunter, then attack directly using Tomika's fist, interrupting what would have been a brutal special move. Your attack beats their special, you earn 140 points. Score 450-200. Jinx attacks. Ow! A one turn isn't an entire race, but definitely a blue. Your opponent is ultimate 130. Okay, we're still pretty decent. Okay. Round 2, Winter. Yes! The time was tricky, but I managed to pull off a wicked special move. A sweeping energy kick right to the face of Hunter. Your special beats to defend, you earn 160 points. Score 610-330. Okay, come on, Jinx. Kick his ass. Yes! You don't deserve the winner's circle. Your attack to beat your special, you earn 160 points. Score 770-330. Victory! Your team scores 770, opponent score 330. Smarter, faster, stronger. We've had all we needed to win this race. Win! Yay! We won. We won! We won the match over the best team in the nation. All those old instincts came rushing in. The thrill and satisfaction of victory. Beating P2W feels good. Feels damn good. Hard fought, hard won. Solid match all around. GG. That was a close one, defense. Had my heart pounding, see, my hands still shaking. Love that rush. Gotta admit, that was a lot of fun. Just like in old days when you run into each other on the ladder, huh? But Koda's a bit less boring than the unit. I call hacks. They have been cheating. Nope, no way a bunch of Lonnie Mad Looters could beat us. Oh yeah, I used my phone to hack the game and give myself 1,000,000 points. Darn, you got me. I used my magical phone fairy to hack the FOD2 servers and fake the score. Then I gave myself $1,000,000 and rigged the election. Don't you mock me! I know you're a cheater and I'll prove it. I want a rematch. I demand a rematch. Best of 3. Only way to prove that it wasn't a fluke, because it was a fluke. They're all cheaters! Really? I saw a clean victory, and now the whole internet has seen it as well. Loxley holds up his phone, playing a video he'd been secretly taking a whole match of P2W's humiliating loss and Coda's ranting. A bit clickbait, but when I opted into like whiny team P2W crybaby all these school by local laundryman underdogs, lovely, isn't it? Now the whole world knows your pedestal isn't quite so out of reach. You little! I was really want to cut off. I figure who's been lurking in the background this whole time, making your presence felt. The coach of P2W, victory proud from the esports star player Valkyrie. I seen her coming with the team, but she hadn't talked to anyone since arriving. Quite like death, only watching and waiting. Now she glowers at Coda and Hunter, extremely unhappy with the results. Her frown causing Coda to shift nervously. Coach! I just meant that. She held up a finger to her lips, silencing him. Then in a turn of eeny, meeny, miny, mo between her two players, her finger eventually lingers to Coda. Coda, you're fired. What? But this whole mess isn't thanks to Hunter. They wanted to come here in the first place. Her eyes narrow at Coda's complaint, which stops him mid-sentence. Stop passing the blame. Not only do you look childish, but you made the whole team look bad, and I won't stand for that. She sighed regretfully while crossing her arms. She's by no means thrilled. Not only are you fired, you're not complete, Clausme. You're not joining any other teams. Not that they would have you, especially not after I tell them you're blacklisted. Be happy I'm not doing anything else. Cody stands there and totally believes that the other members of his team edge away from him as if he's suddenly caught a very communicable and very nasty disease. Defeated, Coda slinks away to the corner of the arcade. With Coda on the picture, and Coach redirects her attention to me, I gulp and hopefully not too audible. As for you, Defense, congratulations on your victory. Clearly, you've earned it. But I won't spend all night celebrating. You haven't won some grand war. You're an impressive challenger, no doubt. But take my advice and be content with what you have. She nods and confused, but she did give me a nod of respect. She twirls her fingers in the air, and the rest of Team P2W follows her out, and even Coda, who's trailing at a safe distance. We won. We're best team in the nation simply by being who we are, by working together. If we can accomplish this, if we win, avoid becoming a group of toxic jerks like P2W, this could be the start of something great. As I reflect on all Team GFC are together, are unified because of this moment, all of us smiling together. I think I understand why ours brought me here. They may not be hardcore FOD2 players like Hunter's new team, but they are a team. They're friends, they're allies. They're together as one, and I've done my best to support them today. They could do anything they set their minds to. Maybe this is the moment. Maybe I can convince them of that. Beep beep. This is an intense identity situation. You can only pick a response that matches your top 2 personality traits. I know I'm a newcomer, but together you're an unbeatable circle of friends. Together we could win. Ow. Pain. Anger. All the hatred. Pain. Oh, it's my burger. Motherfucker better not forgot my honey mustard. I'm pissed. Wow. I mean, just wow. I'm the newbie around here, but even in the few hours I've been part of your inner circle, I have to say I'm amazed. You support each other, you care for each other, you pulled together when P2W starts stomping around your home. I can sense a lot of strength and a lot of love here, and that's the power that can take you anywhere you want. Okay. F7 is where we need to go next. And that's the power that can take you anywhere you want to go. I know you said that you're not all interested in FOD2 Pro Tour, but I think if you can hold together as one, you know how today you could do it. We could do it. We could try at least. Win or lose, we owe it to ourselves to try, if only to see how far we can get. So what do you say, friends? I'm not a really competitive sort of person, but when you put it that way, you're right. We're stronger together than apart, and we could really make it go for it. I'm willing to today. Where grace leads, I shall follow to the very gates of hell if needed. If need be. I've just stopped about 10 feet short of the gates of hell, but you know what? I'm down when I'm down. I'm ready to support you all for what good of that'll do. I'm not one for Care Bear Hug Festival, but you know I'm ready to pro tour. Always have been. This interaction has soon renewed my spirit. Reminded me what I really like to play. Who knows? We could be accomplished as a team. If Grace says so, then fine. Okay. Woo! Ooh. It's happening. My dream of victory. I found a team willing to go all the way. I did it. Iris was right. This is where I need to be. Hold it! One thing to make absolutely clear. You want to whip this team into something rather than a competitive professional esports crew. Yes, that's what I said. Okay. Then you're the one responsible for making it happen. You're our new manager. What? Never had one. Never needed one. Not until now. You want us to take this seriously? You'll need someone who can network, shake hands, make deals, sign paperwork, make travel arrangements, find sponsors. And since you're so gung-ho about this, that means it's you. Yes, of course. It makes sense. I'm sure you'd do a great job as a team manager. Maybe you could even find a better name for us than Team GFC. I like that name. Oh, goody. We are a professional cat herder now. Have fun trying to keep this merry bunch on task defense. I sooner in glass than take on that job. Domino, honey, are you okay? Who hurt you? But I say we don't give defense absolute authority. You saw that creep who runs P2W just up and fire Coda. None of that. You don't get to access or hire anyone new. Understandable. Now, I'm sure we can turn to defense for leadership. We're not making a tyrant after all. Sink Semper Tyrannus. Yes. I think that was a threat. Yes. That was a threat. Very much a threat. Just a word of advice from someone who's been inside and alongside of esports for years. It's a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work with barely any thanks or praise. And if anyone has a whisper of negativity, you'll get the full brunt of it. But overall, you'll do great. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do. 3 cheers for manager defense. Cheer, cheer. I'm getting excited about this. A pro tournament, can you really do it? Wow. With someone else doing all the paperwork and heavy business lifting, I'm perfectly okay with this. Friends to the pizzeria for the finest celebratory deep dish pies. Everyone storms Ben and Matt's pizzeria, intent on scarfing down pepperoni and mozzarella by the pound. Yay! I love this game. It's happening. It's really happening. Tomorrow, my new friends and I begin our training for the Pro Tour. We're going to be pro esports games. It'll be hard work, but I know we can do this. Let's not kid ourselves. It's going to be difficult driving an obscure neighborhood team all the way to the top will take the hard work. But I've been ready for this my whole life. I know I can do this with their support. Together we can accomplish anything. Ready? Get ready 2022. 20XX. Your new challengers are here. Yay! Level 1. Level complete. You completed this demo of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Victory! Let's take a look at your scores. And Grace seems to be very comfortable around you. So Grace is her. We didn't do too much with Zapper. You prove to be gentle, sweet, and compassionate soul. So Grace and Domino like us. Jinx is okay with us. Rhapsody and Loxley are okay. Zapper, I didn't really hit on much because there are specific characters I was interested in hitting on in one day. So yeah. Thank you so much for playing, and we hope to see you again when Arcade Spirits The New Challengers launches next year. Launches early 2022. Alright, so that was New Challenger. And of course now we're going to quit the Challenger and we're going to open up to the second game we're playing for the evening, which is their original game, Arcade Spirits. And this game just makes me very fucking happy. I love this game to death. Now, it's either going to open up full screen or is it going to open up windowed mode? I'm going to say windowed mode. Once it's opened up fully, it's going to take a minute or so. But how are we doing tonight? Let's see what kind of viewers we got so far. Who's still on? So you're still on, Sean. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay, let me just make sure it's looking good. Oh yeah, we got to update it to the new one. Auto capture. Game to capture, choose a specific window. We actually need to do the Arcade Spirits. Yes. Okay, F4. No. 5. Boom. Transfer over. And welcome now to Arcade Spirits. Okay, we need to get off that. There. Clear it up, we're good. Okay, so welcome now, ladies and gentlemen, to Arcade Spirits. This game is fucking amazing. So we got home arcade documentary will end current save game. Please save first. So put your quarters up, chasing ghosts, take it to the max. Player versus player, under the boardwalk, hit the lever, new game plus, kill screen. Now, I've done this game before. I've had it on Steam, I've had it on N64. Not N64, but on the Switch. I had it on the Switch. And I played through it on the Switch. I've also played through it on my original account on Steam, but I lost that account, so we're doing this whole game all over again. And we've got some date options. So I'm going to go over the date options with you guys before we get going. So, there are a few dates. So, there are two, what? Better read than dead. Let's typing. Hint, use the magic sword. Odd. So we got 9 different DLCs. We got 9 different demos. So Pixel Heart is Naomi's. Reasonable Relationship is Gavin. Cosplay Connection is Ashley. Extra Life is Percy. Breaking the Meta is Queen Bee. Double Dance Teo, my sweet dance boy who I love very much. More Than BFFs is Juniper. The Power of Friendship is just being friends with everyone. The Good End, and then Love in a Time of Court is dating, is completing all 7 of the primary dates in the game. So we're going to hit start. Oh, hold on. Do I have all my options set? Hold on. Options. Preferences. Dialogue is active. Yes, if they're dialogue, if we're talking dialogue is good. So, database system, online, new profile detected. Analyzing, new profile number 237771. Economic bracket, low middle employment category, bleak. Current emotional health rating, low. Ideal candidate for premium level assistance. Proceed, negative. Premium level assistance requested. Proceed. Negative. Pretty please. Negative. Overriding denial of assistance. Establishing premium service for profile number 237771. Justification. Hope. Hope should be rewarded. Spirits must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. And this is where we create our character. Name, I always go with the orbital dating name, Albert McFealty. Done. Pronouns, he. Hairstyle, short. We're gonna go short. Skin tone, you're of course gonna be about that color. Yeah. Hair color, okay, that's a cool color. Eye color, nice. And then clothing color. Ugh. Okay, that's a decent color. These are done and done. Name Albert McFealty. Pronoun he. Is this correct? Yes, Iris, it is. Yes, that is correct. Burger. McDonald's. Sometimes he's laughing, but shockingly not tonight, which is weird. I had the chicken nugget, but the burger didn't taste well. Maybe because I let it sit. Has been activated. For the sake of his hopes and dreams. The following is a work of fiction. All references to trademark classic arcade game styles are used under non-restricted fair use and should not be considered an endorsement by their publisher or creators. Winners don't use drugs. William S. Sibbard, Fiction Factory Games presents Arcade Spirits, written by Stefan Gengi and Annie Schumann. Copyright 2019. Bip boop. Level 1, put your quarter up. How I miss this. How I miss this game with a near dear most place to my heart. It is the future year of 20XX, a dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Woe be the human race, plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister, I don't know, robots, maybe? Evil robots? How does that work? Yeah, no, sorry. The future year of 20XX is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro-game celebs, internet trolls, personal assistant AIs, cheese-flavored snack foods. But even with such wonders as 20XX hold to date, I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesperson, and a lifeguard for a local community pool. I don't care what era of human history you live in, kitties peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing. Trust me on this. As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny or as cool. Let me show you. Behold, my quaint little apartment. Can't complain, really. It's paradise. It's relative sense. I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. Also, my roommate picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most in my family tree. Or at least I was before day. Hi, Juniper!
Seriously?
Hi!
Seriously? That's 3 jobs since we left the suburbs.
I miss you! God, I miss my sweet beans. The overall-looking young woman there would be my roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. Juniper's the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose my job to, today.
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay?
I'm trying, sweet baby. Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? Because you actually enjoyed that job more than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks, at the very least. I'm not complaining. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center does not hold. That's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? No, I mean the community's there a little fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. Whatever, I'll just get another job. Any job will do, as long as we can make the rent, right? Wrong. I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. At least when you get back in the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling.
What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from
Aw,
all of that?
I love her.
I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness.
Yeah,
right?
we did.
I just want us to be happy.
Now, bear in mind, for those who are watching, for the one person who's still watching, hi, hello. This will get emotional. This game made me cry, and I wasn't ready for it, but we're gonna cry. It's gonna be good tears. Good, sad, emotional tears. I thought you hated your job. No deflecting. This is about you. My mind's made up. We're going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than a lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of a class to give a speech, and I forgot to put my pants on, and your dream job. Oh. I don't know, Juniper. I've never really given it any serious thought. Oh, hey, I think I've just got the thing to help you out. Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping, doing a lot of code on the glass before pointing out the pink icon. It's a virtual life coach app. Ow. Painful burps. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps from being late to meetings. Totally free too. My cousin introduced me to it. Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the yard for making a homemade flamethrower? It would have worked if he got the fuel mixture into his water gun right. Anyway, I'm sending you a copy now. I just got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe we can point you out some good jobs. Ones with less socks and or urine. I'll think about it. Okay, but don't think about it too long, right? In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life, too. Both of them had it rough, up to and through the point where we left home to try and start a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart, she means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life. The two of us against any dark forces aligned against me. But that's not to say that she's good at me being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes. But skilled? Nope. Typically the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidney sold on the black market or something. Still, no sense of messing around with it now. A good night rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Right. No dreams, no nightmares. Just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. By the time morning light leaked in through the cracks in those lines, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she left a note for me pinned to the tiny fridge we shared. Remember, download app, find dream job, make money, search your life out. I believe in you. So, moment of truth. Do I trust Juniper's weird little app or just find some job pays well enough to cover the bills? I could settle for what I could find, but we're going to give the weird little app a shot. Figured at least very miracle app could possibly help me find a job. I load up, tap the icon, and hello! Hi, Iris! Oh, how I've missed you! Oh, my sweet little AI companion. Huh? Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anybody else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of your phone? Me? I went, huh? Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, so not actually magical realism here. Very normal in the distant future of year of 20XX. Hi, Iris! Pizza Yums! Oh yes, I'm well aware, Iris. Yes, actually. Yes, absolutely. Yay. Really? Pretty tall order from an app to do, or are you some sort of wish-granting genie? Well, I suppose in modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching a virtual assistant could be considered a genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you a chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere. I glanced at my phone in the heaps of laundry and half-finished books, and the other turn strewed my own apartment. Munch on apple pies. information is something I have a ton of. Honest. That's super. I'm looking forward to working with you. Before we begin, I do have any questions? Sure. Why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already had a voice-activated assistant AI. I could just say, hey phone, search the web for a job listing, and it worked well. I'll prove it. Hey Google. Okay Google. What's the weather like tomorrow? Hey Google. What's the weather like tomorrow? What's the weather like tomorrow?
Saturday in Norby, it'll be rainy with a high of 78 and a low of 48.
Ooh, rain. Fun. I mean, the AI's there. Search the web for... No, I'm good. I refuse to search that up. Because I know what that is. You fucking bastard. I know what Penn Island is. I mean, my phone already has a voice activated. I can't just say, hey phone, search the web for job listings and work as well. Ah, but you an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than an average program with more heart. I can help you start your life. I can help you start your life out by analyzing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious, wondrous, pending, super duper identity identifier system. Between you and me, they really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but couldn't figure out what to do with the little R. Would you like to know more? Sure, give me the sales pitch. Every time you think of something, you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way it can be the sort of person you want to be. The system allows me to better understand you, understand who you are, and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. Ooh. I get about 5 different identity identifiers in your response to people. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. Sounds to me like your program has also wanted a bunch of things ending in Y. That is correct. My branding game is on point. Yeah, I knew that. I knew Iris is Siri backwards. I picked up on that when I first played the game. But still. That's correct. My branding game is on point. Quirkers want to use jokes, snark, and sarcasm to make a light of the situation. Just a thing for picking up someone's spirits, but a badly timed joke may not win over the room. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground. But that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate and empathetic, and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive. So be careful. Lastly, you can always take a basically option. Just balance and neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while also learning more and digging deeper. Over time, I built up a personality profile for you based on the identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be proven on me correctly. Generally steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you. So, what you're saying is I should always try and crack jokes or be super gutsy. Oh, and never speak basically. I mean, being basic's bad, right? Sounds bad. Heck no. They're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider what you could say and go with the feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. Sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally. You know, just be you. Now let's see let me see my pending identity identifier system in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? Hi, jokes. I'm dad. Hi, jokes. I'm dad. Seriously? Seriously? Hey, I never said I was good at dad jokes, so that I could go for them. So now that you've seen the identity indicators in action, do you want to see the indicators like that so you can make the informed decision? If not, I can hide the indicators, keep it a surprise. That way it doesn't influence your decision making. It's up to you. I like to have the identity indicators because I enjoy making sure I'm picking the correct things, and I want to go with the indicators as always. Okay, you'll see the indicators in all their glorious color. What if I'm colorblind? That's why they're also uniquely shaped icons. Don't worry, I got your back. Anyway, as we go along, I'll analyze and tally your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now. Will you look at that? Such a strong personality. You asked me a single question. Off to a great start, I'd say. And hang on, you're scoring me? Did you say not to gamify my personality? Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I gotta gamify it a little. Anyway, studies show that achievements, or cheapos as the kids say, encourage app engagement. Ooh. Okay, well, what's with the empty space on the left? That also attracts both robots for people who you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there. Relationship scores. Wonderful. So, will you also tell me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or do I need to go find a walkthrough for the vast games you're making me of my daily life? Albert, you're looking at this the wrong way. Truly, people will get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repetitively provoke them, and it'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt or anything. No cheating needed. Just relax and have fun. You can access your scorecard anytime you like with the Q key, which is this one here. And I can return to game if I want to. Or click the scorecard in the upper right corner of your screen. And that's everything. Ta-da! Okay, but how else was I make it a job? I only downloaded the app because my roomie claims you great life coach and for the unemployed. What good will making a quiz out of make on the back of the supermarket checkout rack making me do that?
It'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
You can talk to ghosts? Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rules. If anyone's on chat, are there any ghosts here? How are we looking, by the way? How are we looking? Oh, nice. We got a few. Damn. We got a few people hop in and pop out. Taking a quick stop in to say hello. Welcome, welcome. You tell me a ghost. That's the rules. Huh? Uh-huh. I do want to find romance. Romance? Seriously? Seriously. Often you can find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place. But if you'd rather focus on gainful unemployment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating, well, that's a recipe for disaster. And hitting on a coworker right now from day one can be kind of awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out the gate? Never get a second chance to make first impressions. If I meet the right person, why put it off? How do I want to handle this opportunity? Oh no, surely I'm open to the possibility if I meet anyone nice. Romance with flirty first impressions, duh. I think I'm mature enough to juggle both at once. Why not? Super, remember, the choice is yours. If you're not comfortable with the other people, stay professional. Now let's get started. To finish analyzing personal history, personal authorization to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata. Aha! I knew it. This is some kind of scam. I'm going to wake up in a bathtub of ice missing a kidney! Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor. Oh, you're being sarcastic. So I haven't quite finished analyzing I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality yet. I couldn't tell. Relax. I won't share your information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized? Another wonderful junior recommendation here, just like the 17 self-help books on my shelf. Still 18 times the charm, right? Yeah, go ahead. Analyzing. Please enjoy this recorded music. Ow. So, do I just stand here or? Thank you for waiting. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview 30 minutes from now. Please put on some nice clothes. Nicer than those, please. I don't think that's too much to ask. What? For your interview, silly, you want to look your best? But we just, how? Okay, how do you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Simple. I'm awesome like that. Now get a move on, tut tut. You need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus, and that's 9 minutes away. Apple pie is delicious. And no one can tell me otherwise. Well, this is happening. For new to get off the runaway train, nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could leave the out and find a real job. I would save as option I could. Get dressed for Irish job interview. A normal person with high standards would leave the app right there rather than hop on a bus to meet up with what was very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. For me, I was already getting dressed before she'd finished that sentence. As I believe the silly app claims it's servicing my hopes and dreams on a silver platter, honestly I expected another shoe shop job at first. But well, what is my dream anyway? As much as I generally enjoyed being a lifeguard, I can't say I found true direction in life yet. I assumed I would never would, honestly. When I was young, yeah, I guess I had hopes and dreams, maybe even what Iris called a spirit. After things went south for my family, I learned to put off things aside, but assuming Iris wasn't out for my kidneys, what if it's not too late? So I thought, one last time, I'll have some optimism, some faith. And as I came to realization when we looked down, I was right to have faith in my spirit. The bus dropped me off, oddly enough, not far from Juniper's office building, although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. This is, well, it's... Okay, what do we got here? We got the whole story, the law offices of Smith Johnson, attorney at law, Wub Sub, boring clothing store, delightfully dull, loan office, and the Pengy Barbershop. This is, well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are the relics of 19XX, place where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into a tight space as possible. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called The Whole Story, an arcade, a fast food joint, and a boarded up health spa once called Lattes and Enemas. Which sounds, what do you think? I think the two things no human being should ever keep combined. No, I mean about your future place of work. I'm desperately hoping we're not hearing about the same thing. What has been exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. What? Behind the arcade? It is the arcade. Huh? Trust me on this. I reference and cross-reference and cross-reference your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job. My dream job. Really? With 99.97% accuracy, yes. I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big businesses in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs, 5-star arcades are social hotspots, and it's always been popular with the mainstream. But, well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everybody who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, a dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure, for those who make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well, no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Video games weren't always as popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Back in the year 1980X, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad, like hula hoops, no mainstream acceptance. For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. If the game was complete poop bots, like Poop for Butts, it massively overproduced, it ruined video games for years. Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed, the game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Or, in this timeline of the year 2028. Yes, it's the future year of 2028. Woo! Sometimes I wonder like it would be for people in the darkest timeline where everything went wrong. Are games considered nerds and outcasts? Arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? Maybe? The mind boggles. But no mistakes, as popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it, only to come up short. Considering I was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy and keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Iris, this isn't me saying no. It's an interesting prospect, but, I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure. Sure. Won't this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying but short-lived. This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in, old Albert, 15 years. I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Iris interrupts the thought, eager to start her homework. Trust me when I say I'm 99.97% sure. I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. My coders made me to be a bit warm and personable for database arrays that currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need right here, right now. And when this place evidently collapses and I lose my dream job, what makes you think that's going to happen? Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've all had to, compromise, set up because things rarely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. That's why I take things in stride these days. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? I open the protest and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. And besides, what is my dream anyway? That's what I was asking myself when I left the house this morning. I don't know what I want from life. I've been coasting aimlessly for years. When things started running downhill for my family, I had to grow up fast. Put aside silliness like wanting to be an astronaut and take what I could get. Now, thanks for ours, I got a shot at something a little better than what I usually get. I owe it to myself to try and be happy and paid. Not just paid. So I'm going to push through the doors and see what waited for me on the other side. Woo! Showtime stage! That's where my sweet dance boy lives! The air conditioner should be like cool breeze, a bit one smelling of copper and corn chips. As an early morning on the weekday, it's not too packed with gamers. Although it's packed with games, I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. And once I was struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat. So what do we got? We got Sneak Runner, Fist of Discomfort, something, Time Shooter, Fast Cars 5, Showtime Stage. Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here. It looks like a lot of it looks like really old. Although I don't recognize that game on the stage, lights and things, maybe it's karaoke or dancing, a Japanese import? Checking. That would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration between Honey Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It won a lot of awards. Huh. We got movie! There's where my sweet British boy Percy lives. Yay! I love my sweet British boy. I'm actually going to romance the fuck out of that man first. I haven't done his questline and I'd like to smooch the man. I recognize most of these. Whoa, is this seriously a Mystery Movie's Magic Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screen is new to me. Fist of Discomfort, a real-time strategy and brawler beat-em-up. It's actually not that new. It's been staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. Two genres that aren't really lousy yet, last time I checked. And over here is an old lady. Hi, Francine. Sorry, man, I was just taking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind a ticket price redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the funplex.
Hi, Francine. The what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear?
I did.
Well, I chose to knock off the first two words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980.
1980 beep!
Oops. How can I help you, dear?
What? Hi.
Is other people streaming with you? Or
No, just me.
Oh, well, in that case scenario, I figured I'd just let you know that Sonic Colors is getting a remaster. Thank you.
I'm sorry, what?
Sonic Colors is getting a remaster.
For what?
Your system.
Ah, my heart.
That's all.
Okay. Hi, Francine. A funplex. You've been in business for XX years? A funplex, is that when you suplex a clown? A genie on my phone set up a job interview for me. You've been in business for something years? The start of 1980. Beep! I wasn't technically alive for that, but I heard it was pretty awful. Oh, we've endured many nor'eastern around here, around these parts. You'll get used to it. My little arcade stood the test of time and weathered all elements. We've actually been around since 1980, 1970. Beep! But when the games were in black and white and pinball was all the rage, oh, how times change. Not long, but the arcade business was high risk. Not when you hire good people with love in their hearts. Actually, are you really looking for work, perchance? I'm currently classified as job seeking, yes. Oh, thank goodness. I was hoping someone would reply to the ad I posted on the webs.
Please call me Francine.
Hi.
Francine's Arcade Funplex.
I love you. I love old Grandma Francine. Grandma Francine makes me very fucking happy. She's best grandma.
Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear husband.
I'm sorry for your loss. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, don't be. He died doing what he loved. Having physical relations with me.
Ma'am, that's information I needed to know, yes. And you are? Albert McFealty, ma'am. Very well. Shall I retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry it out here, but it's rather noisy, isn't it? Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyway? Oh, eventually you just learn how to filter out the beeps and boops. It can take weeks to become accumulated, I found, but in the end, done. She quirks an eyebrow. Well, now, that's faster than the others. Not bad. First, I will see you what you're made of. This way, please. First, lead me back down to a back hallway, all past public restrooms, and into a door marked "Employees Only." It takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous apostrophe. Extraneous apostrophe. Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I suggest we do this in Gowan's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I won't blame the boy. He's been overworked lately. Please have a seat and we'll begin. As quirky as the place is and its owner may be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I interviewed for a dozen jobs and held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What's your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Oh, I once even described how to assemble a Lego set to provide my communication skills. Consider I ended up washing dishes. I'm not sure why, but the point is I'm confident, prepared, and ready. What?
Dinosaur would you be?
What?
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Right, okay. Maybe this is going to be a typical job interview at all. No problem. Go with the flow. Let's do this. Pterodactyl. I always wanted to be a bird, so... No, wait. Dinosaurs are all basically birds. Let me rephrase that. I've always wanted to be flying birds, or pterodactyl, swooping around, catching up drafts, staying away from the meat eaters. Really? How exciting. Even if technically speaking, pterodactyls aren't dinosaurs.
What's your favorite snack?
Snack. If this was a favorite food question, I'd have to say I'd have this down easy. It's tacos. Always tacos, but snacks.
You
Pizza's on them. Pizza bagels. Say pizza bagels. When you have pizza, when pizza's on a bagel, you can have. Hush you. Come now, dearie. I don't have all day. After giving a good thought, well, how could I forget my favorite snack? Ooh, tacos. Tacos and only tacos. There's no other sustenance. I can see you as a person who knows exactly what they want and how to get it. You know what they say, you are what you eat. Next question. Nothing you're prepared for has helped me plan this odd interview. I brace myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
The inevitable zombie apocalypse. Got it. Is this interview for real or is this a dream? I look at Francine's deadpan at first. I know she's 130% serious. Medical. Definitely in the world without lawyers, I'm sure I do a reasonable job. But seriously, I did have to take a first aid class when I worked at a previous job and CPR lessons. That's a great point. Doctors and nurses will be exposed to assorted patients' urals and will be the first ones eaten. People with any medical knowledge will be in high demand and could be difference between your party living and dying slowly and painfully. One more thing. Oof. The question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning that it takes me off guard. Told you, I came about the job offer.
You're seeking a job, true? But that doesn't really answer my question, does it?
No.
No doubt. You think my interview questions are a bit
No.
silly, but I like to think of
I don't.
funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck.
Uh-huh.
Well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters.
Aw.
And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too.
I love all the characters in this game.
Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the funplex.
Yeah, it does. It does lie within the funplex.
Now, all you want is a paycheck. I can provide it. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted. And he didn't last long. So I ask you again, why are you here?
Oh, it's a CCTV in the background. That's why it's employees only. To be honest, I don't have a better answer than a vague hope that maybe this time I wouldn't lose everything. But that's just enough to demotivate to face each day. No more than that, it wouldn't be enough to answer your question. I need to actually think this through. I'm looking for hope. I haven't had much of it lately. I understand I'm not whining or looking for pity, but my life has been a complete mess for over a decade. In and out of jobs, taking what I can get, settling and compromising. I gave up on hoping for something better a long time ago, but well, the people in my life who are close to me keep encouraging me to try and chase my dream. That's why I'm here. I'm looking for an answer to your question. But I won't be daydreaming all the time, I promise. In my last job, I was a lifeguard. It takes a lot of focus. I'll be just as attentively helping you, your funplex. That piques your attention. Oh my, a rather serious occupation that. And as usual step in such troubled waters to land to make believe. You enjoyed the role as a gotta take it. Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work, which makes Francine smile in turn. I can't say I offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised as many ways one can save a life even there. Very well, I'm satisfied. Let's get you to your work. I'll breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure, and yet it felt appropriate, like it was about far more than just filling a slot on the payroll. Francine went back to the arcade floor to introduce me to duties. It only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties and my mysterious job I accepted really involved. Francine gestured to the seat she was occupying previously, a stool behind the desk. Welcome.
How marvelous.
Welcome to your new position, Albert. Sitting here, you mean? Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. I glanced at a wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic toy cars on display. Well, for prizes at any rate. It's such a relief. I'd really be stretching myself thinly to trying to fill in since the position was vacated. If you don't mind me asking, why did the last guy who sat there end up quitting? Something about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500 chicken plush dolls down someone's throat. Poor dearie. He wasn't cut out for the line of work. Grandson, I know. I have no patience for such nonsense. I'm sorry, the last person to work on this desk was your grandson. Anyway, Gavin should be here soon. He'll hand the paperwork and all the administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking tires me out some. I'll be in the back office if you need me. Okay, then. I adjust my seating on a semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk. Beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. I could have lost hope then and there about that this job would be even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but chose to look at the positive side. I'd be helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? Any minute now. I crave the sweet embrace of death. I've been sitting here for 2 hours now and nobody's walked by up to attain a novelty funplex shot glass or a colored pencil set or light up yo-yo. Lunch are approaching and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Luckily, my first customer of the day arrives before I start wondering if one of those $500 ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. Or maybe not. Nope, just walking right on by me, his head buried in a head reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Was he to play? Doesn't seem like a typical businessman on break or unwashed and unemployed game aficionado, in fact. That made hot! Hold on. Do I have a... No. Here it is. My handy dandy electric long cord thermometer. Hold on, we're gonna plug it into my controller. That made 130 degrees of damn! Damn, he's hot. That's my kind of guy. I mean, yum. Not to be crass about it, but he's one handsome boy. That's for certain. Crap, now he's looking my way. Was I staring? I gotta play this smooth. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind the desk? Where's Francine? Pleased to meet you. I'm Albert. Hi. Hello, I'm Albert McFealty, your new hire. I was looking forward to working with you. You're like someone on hearing that somewhat.
Good to hear.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She's got gutso for not... She's got the gutso of an octogenarian and love working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. So she explained the job to you, gave you the papers to sign? She said Gavin will handle that stuff. With a sight of his forehead, feeling a headache coming on.
That would be me.
Hi!
I'm Gavin Cooper.
I met your sister, I think. Maybe your sister? Don't quote me on that.
I'm the business manager here at the front.
Hi!
Make sure we manage to keep happy.
Oh, love you. Right, so, as you've no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets for prizes, but that's not the least part of your job. There's more to it than that. You're the floor attendant. You attend to the floors. What, the carpets?
Seriously?
The floor. The arcade, the games, the patrons. You're the one running around putting out fires and sorting out problems. Technically, you're a second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. I do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office, making sure this whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. That's my friend Steve left filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. I am not a people person, as you very likely gather. That's not to say you're alone out there. I'm in your corner at least. If things go south, you tap me. You tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone, of course. Guy's quickly passing me his business cards. He apparently got a stack of them ready in his pocket. Go figure. His phone number is listed at the bottom. You ever worked at a high-pressure customer service job before? Shoe sales. Smelly socks? You have no idea. Right, well, you know how to keep your head when a customer does, and I hope when anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around, you text Ashley and Naomi in that order. Who and who? You'll meet them soon enough. Above all, Do not bug Francine. She's practically retired, and let her enjoy the retirement in peace. Understood? This is my first pony ride. You can rely on me. It's not my first explosive ordnance test. I've worked retail and food service, and I've worked as a lifeguard at the pool. Managing stress in difficult situations, even life or death ones, is something I've gotten an experience in. You can rely on me. Gavin nods approvingly.
Indeed.
Good, I like to hear that. If you can handle yourself and exercise good judgment, you'll last one hell of a lot longer than the last guy who sat there.
If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimming.
Yes, sir!
I have enough problems keeping this magical art of hopes and wishes afloat.
Mm-hmm.
Please, don't add to my problems.
Yes, sir. Magical art of what now? Gavin's eyes again a stress-releasing gesture, but his expression softens somewhat afterwards.
Take it Francine told you her theory. That this is more than just a job.
You're adorable.
So I came.
That's my understanding.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain.
Uh-huh.
If I'm hurt, then that's because optimization is a factor of my job.
Ah.
Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong.
Uh-huh.
Only reason they're not.
Okay.
Me? I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically.
You could wrangle my chaos any day. I'm sorry, what? Shh. You heard nothing.
The arcade industry is
Yep.
risk, I reward.
Yes, sir.
I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives.
Yes, sir.
Everybody in this business has a dream that chasing them. It's a fragile thing.
Uh-huh.
When you get crushed by hard reality.
Yeah.
My job is to see to it that never happens.
You are adorable and I love you.
That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business.
Sure, this place is not failing.
So, you find some valuables placed beyond your salary, or you'll burn out.
Yes, sir.
Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out hard.
Yeah.
Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry mistress?
Where's Yummy? Why so aggressive? I get shouted here. No problem at all. I'm a model employee. I'm still trying to figure out my why. To be honest, I'm still sorting out my why I'm here. What my dream is. But I'm not here to step on anyone else's dream and process. I'm here to do my best, and that's supporting everyone. Good to hear. I see we share similar views. It'll be a pleasure to work with someone who's actually enthusiastic and competent. Hoping this hive of weirdness will help you find your dream along the way. Anyway, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we cross the I's and dot the T's, but since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick around. That would be accurate if you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today. Anyway, it'll help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi and Lookley could use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait a second. Someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's with that door there. The one next to the UFO catcher and the crane game. And they use layman's terms. Got it. See you later, Yummy. Whoops. Okay. Yep, there's the Yummy. I mean Gavin. I'm sorry. I meant boss. I meant smexy. Nope, sexy. Nope, nerdy. Nope. Shut up. Gavin. That's what I meant. Yes. Yes, sir. See you later, Gavin. I said Gavin. That's what I said. Yeah, we said Gavin. We didn't say Yummy. It's fine. It's fine. Satisfied now, Gavin heads in the back, presuming to the office to go crunch some numbers. If Francine really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. And I say, well, Gavin's still super hot. Not gonna lie. Personality-wise, I'm not sure what to make of him. He's blunt like a baseball, sure, but he seems to get Francine's ideals. I said there's some kind of kindness buried under his matter-of-fact exterior. We'll see. Anyway, she could be next coworker. This Naomi that he mentioned. Although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. A double door, also marked employees only, also with an apostrophe, leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. I turn the handle and step inside. In a little room tucked away between the back office and a funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi spoken only in myth and legend. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away at what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Huh, I didn't realize I had so many of these, many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor into place, and lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me? Flucker a better way to interrupt her. I learned no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her finger or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not too quite intense. Hello? Hi!
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
There's another penguin. She said with no apostrophe. I'm Mallory McFealty. I'm the new floor attendant starting today. Hi. Yeah. She first glanced at her phone on the nearby workbench, which is a huge stack of green notification messages. Then wait. Love you. One thought comes to mind after seeing her. Oh my gosh, she's cute. I just want to hug her, but that would be super inappropriate. I'm a bit of a weak-willed human being, one who grew up wailing "My funny" whenever I saw Velma from Scooby-Doo, trademarked. Nerds need love too, you know, and when I was moved from school to school as social outcast, I was drawn to a Velma outcast and chirp. Still beyond my weird libido, mostly I notice how much she's smiling as she wields a little thing on a bigger thing. She's just so happy and at peace, and I can appreciate the joys of one's nerdy passion. Hi. Hi! He's busy doing strange things with numbers.
Yeah, that sounds like Gavin.
You dropped it. Really? What happened last time? I love you. I love the dorky Naomi Fairchild. She's adorable and I want to snuggle her. This is your life. This is your life now. For anyone still watching, this is your life. You're stuck in a world where I want to snuggle all these characters. The snugs are real. Very much real. Oh, right. She asked me to let the large catheter array to slide the heavy metal framework into place with the exposed guts of a nearby arcade cabinet. Done and done. She starts hooking wires up back up to other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards that are largely hollow and shell. This is the first time I've seen the insides of one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple of large slabs, a circuit, and a beefy monitor. Why is it so empty in here? Seems inefficient. Couldn't we pack more gaming in an arcade if it was more compact? Not really. It's more of a footprint on the floor than a vertical height. Now he keeps working using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as he speaks. I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players, so they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabinets are shorter, so you play sitting down, but over American style, ours have more room for art. She closed the reacts panel, closing it with one of the many keys ring at her side, then stepped back and admired her handiwork. There's a genuine joy in that smile, not just a job well done, but in looking the whole thing like a fine sculpture. Oh, I love the classic Midway TM style. Trademark style. Look at those sharp angles, the side R decals, the bold front and the marquee, the B's of work. The what on the what and the what artwork? Well, the side only points to key features. The strip across the top of the game title, that's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it all is. Working in harmony to give the games its own unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well... Oh, no, I agree. It's a beautiful in its own way. The way she stares loving at this, well, honestly, a box of wood and circuits and vacuum cubes and stuff, I think I understand. It was made to be a whole thing. The art, the style, and of course, the game itself. All of part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it in an emulator or on a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess. I can see it. It's beautiful in its own way. Good. So now me and Naomi are me and Gavin are doing really damn well. Okay. And return again. Oh good. Now what's up with Joy, little pinball machine, all twinkling and shiny. Finally, so few people here really understand the beauty of the classic arcade game. Having someone can talk to about it, this stuff is going to be great. Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers. Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin? Okay, well, don't get me wrong. I can get along with him generally, but his whole attitude's, oh, I don't really care about his money. He keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. If anybody's gonna run the funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. That doesn't sound right. It just seemed easy enough to get along with, and what's more, Gavin gave me the whole speech about protecting their dreams. It's looking like a pretty short point here. A long-standing argument with a new guy really shouldn't get involved with. And yet I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin, so I'm not sure I should prod at it, but I kind of want to know more. Let's rock the boat. So, what are there to do for fun around here? Play games? It's a fun. It's literally a plex of fun. Right. I know that. Sorry, I'm always asked awkward non-questions when I'm No, I should apologize. You just started here on dumping workplace gossip on you. That's mean of me. I try to stay cheerful, really, no matter what. But try and succeed are two different words. Anyway, don't worry about it. Gavin's my problem, not yours. Right, let's get this back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem a strong, strapping kind of guy. Well, a strong guy at least. Well, you're a guy. That's enough. I'm semi-insulted then? Okay, let's get to it. Right, a little to the left now. My left. Your right. Careful. Now forward. Right, correct. I mean, not to turn to the right. Keep it coming. And there. Carefully, tip it into place. Victory. I use a rolling die forward and a giant wooden box sliding into place alongside its neighbors. The two-wheel die makes it easier, but hardly easy, especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched or worse, falling over. But with work done, she smiled again. Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear I've been working on that monitor for ages. These tools are finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with flyback. But thanks for helping me out, Albert. I think you're going to do just great here. Happy to. Alright, stomach growling, food required, except I wasn't actually be working today. I forgot to pack at lunch. Now, I'm just talking here, but if you had pizza on a bagel, shh. Hey, so many good restaurants in walking distance. I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but, no, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's a cheapo love stuff sandwich place, but even that stuff is super tasty. You don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Hey, I know, right here. And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole. Lunchtime, here you go. First, the box lunch in my hands. It's a bento box. I'm going to make them for my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of good healthy things. What? You're giving me your lunch? Sure, why not? And yet when I first walked into the stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. And what do you left for lunch then? Oh, I could just get some nachos from the vending machine or hit the whole store next door. I got book delivery pick up anyway. But you said eating healthy food is important. See you after lunch. I can't help but think she just wanted to look for excuses to go get some junk food instead. No, it definitely reminded me of some of the friends I had made back in high school. Back at school. A little weird, a little sensitive about things, but charmingly so. We seem to think alike, but in a lot of ways, I think we'll get along just fine. But am I silly to hold up hope for her? I don't know more. First day of the job, however, get your head together. But yet she did give me her lunch to me. A total stranger, gotta be something more, right? So a bento box, I'd only seen this in anime. It's cute and hopefully has a bit of calories too. On the box of healthy food, I retired to the employee lounge to get my munch on. Munch on! We must munch. Oh my goodness, the ears. Ooh. The room I had was a bar job interview would suffice at food time. There's not much, a few holding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished to the point I have seat unpacked and lunch. Ah! Pink flamingo! Incoherent screaming. With my mind and body screaming wildly, my paralyzed form is unable to move from the vision of terror before me. That person, that animal, waves their appendages in front of me, likely closing in for the kill. Hello? Anyone in there? See? Nothing to be afraid of. Ah, right. I see. Looks like you see us. I was really scared the life right out of you. Hey.
So, I'm sorry if I traumatized you.
Hi, Ashley.
Can we start over, maybe?
Yeah. And I'm Ashley altogether. That should be muscular spasm and a bit of shock.
I'm Ashley.
Hi. And I'm Albert.
Also Pinky, the funplex flamingo. It's my secret yet not so secret identity.
I love her. She's adorable. What's the funplex what now? There's always too much talking. Gavin was a bit of a lot. No, he was all the skill of chief. I met someone really intense people so far.
Sneak into the employee section just to get my autograph.
No, me or no?
Oh, I thought you would recognize Pinky from all the signs around the arcade.
Huh?
Pinky is the mascot of the funplex.
I love her. Oh no, that's not what I meant at all. I mean, I work here.
You work here? Since when?
Since today. Today, this morning to be specific.
Awesome! Welcome to the funplex.
I love her. I mean, it would have been way cooler if you were just so enamored with the chibi flamingo creature plastered on every wall that you had to know more. You could have stealthily maneuvered your way through all games, sliding right on up to the employees only door. But how'd you get the door code? Of course! You would have collected the password on a piece of paper that fell from Gavin's pocket. You searched hard and decided the 4-digit number had to be the initial you needed. Next, you need to lie in wait for the opportunity moment to punch in the secret key code, just to find me. It keeps going and going. She's definitely passionate about a fictional character. The way she takes the idea and runs with it, a lot of people might find that weird, but I kind of dig it. She's a lot of imagination. I wonder if she's a writer or something. And how would you have snuck out, I wonder? I could have helped, but for a price. As she finally she's been babbling to herself for a good couple minutes. Oops. Sometimes I get swept in a good story. I mean, I gotta find some way to make this job more interesting. Is it really that dull here? No, not really. I just crave a different kind of excitement than beeps and boops, screaming children and broken machines. You're really painting the best picture here. Ah, geez. I didn't mean to be a downer. I just want to move up in the world. I've got things to accomplish, dreams to fulfill, cosplays to make. Cosplay? As Witch is likely she's a completely different person. Ashley's eyes light up and she smiles. Yeah, you know, like dressing up as your favorite video game or TV character, I love it. It's so empowering to be able to make your own costume and wear it proudly. It's even better when people recognize what character you are. Empowering. Really. Granted, she certainly had the power to stop my heart from a few beats. Definitely, want to try it? Got a few favorite game characters I can help you make your first cosplay if you want. In fact, I made this one. I think Ashley is pointing at a flamingo costume, but it's a little hard to tell with her hands and the feathers. So Pinky is your creation. Intentionally. Yep, it looks pretty good with my first mascot cosplay, doesn't it? I'd probably stitch my hands together if I tried. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stuff like that. Literally, if I get enough thread running between them, I'm pretty impressed though. Naomi's going to devout craftsmanship of games. Clearly you're digging the craftsmanship of costumes. Aw, thanks. Yes, I'm hitting it hard with Gavin and Ashley. Thanks. It's nice when hard work is appreciated. I went around the funplex to liven up the crowds, get people pumped to play games, and kids seem to adore it. That makes sense. Although the arcade has been completely dead so far, no crowds are to pump our kids to be adored by. Hey, see between you and me? Ashley motions me to come close, and she leans in, glancing around the room once and talks to her. I did some repairs to Pinky overnight. I had to restitch the left arm. I was giving her an old test drive to make sure it doesn't fall off. Huh. Let's falling off seems bad. Oh, it was. Yesterday I was dancing with a little girl. Must have been 5 or 6 years max. Anyway, we're in the next year short stage. We're checking my arm and whoosh! Off came the arm. The girl instantly started bawling. Well, at least you're constantly scaring people, and it's not just me. Hey, now. I don't want that to happen again. I felt so bad. But enough about me. What about you? So you're Carl's replacement? I guess so. I'm the new floor attendant. I attend to the floor. The floor is the thing I am tending to when I'm not going to cardiac arrest. At least you're funnier than Carl, that's for sure. I can't wait to go home and tell Juniper I have a sense of humor. She'll be so proud. I assume we've already met Francine, but have you had a chance to meet Gal and Naomi yet? Yeah, I met them already, although it seems like they aren't too keen on each other. Right? Ashley rolls her eyes and lets it outside. I wish I would just hurry up and make out already. Yeah. Wait. What? Seriously. So are they going out? Nope. But they always bicker like an old married couple. Classic anime cliche. The ones who fight always end up together. Mark my words, Albert. Consider them marked. Beep, beep, Albert. Beep, beep. What's that sound? Drat, I set an alarm for when my lunch break was over. Time to go back to the grindstone. I didn't even get a chance to eat. That's no good. Albert needs his calories. You eat up, I'll go wash the floor. In fact, how about I take over the ticket desk for the next shift? You can do my job and wander the floor a bit. Fair enough. Thanks. As you did before, disappearing into the dark recesses of her inhuman mask. As I'm moving down, rice in the shape of little hearts. Wow, it occurs to me I didn't actually ponder my first impression of Ashley. Let's see. I'm all aboard the Pinky train. Choo-choo! Chugga 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 choo choo! The train has now stopped at the cute Pinky train station. Whoop whoop! I sometimes make jokes myself. That was bad, but it was funny. I found it funny. I'm gonna show you how creative and funny she is. I've never gonna make anyone like her so much because so much. I hope I spend more time with her. A little of that passion will fun me too. Anyway, my lunch in my belly and break my hand complete. The second half of my workday begins. Rolling onto the floor afternoon, the crowd still fills out. School's done, and the late rising pros are heading out to the arcade choice. With actually covering the desk, my job is just to wander the floor looking for problems, or potential problems, or just make sure everything's okay. Preferred is a good moment to recollect my thoughts. Did I seriously drool over each and every one of my coworkers? I gotta watch out, or I'm heading for an extremely justifiable HR department smack upside the head for inappropriate behavior. I'm not looking for a hair mending here. I'm looking for a job where I get along with people. And maybe you know something more. Hang on. No time to daydream. I think I spot, let's see, 3 possible issues to look into. I should have time to get to all of them, but which do I tackle first? We gotta meet Percy! If you're still on. Can I? Yeah. No. And then can I? Yeah. Fuck off. Yeah, I don't need bots on my account. Fuck off. My mute 410 sense detected danger from the left-hand side of the arcade. Hi. I quickly short 30 feet to the scene of the crime and already in progress. Come on! Hurry up and finish your game. You do work here. I saw you behind the desk earlier. Note yourself, ask Gavin for a nag tag or something. Yes, I'm Albert, the floor attendant. Well, stop attending the car and attend to me. I want this to wrap up his damn game so I can play. Ashley's face and the script beneath her costume, but I can feel her wince at the man's curse of police streak. Sir, there are children present. Please keep the swearing to a minimum. You kick that fast piece off this game, and I'll sing Mary Had a Little Lamb all you want. Figure out how to hear the fat piece of shit side of the story before rushing to the judgment. I tap the player on the shoulder. Hi, Percy! Oh, I love my sweet British boy. And he doesn't even notice me tapping. So I tap again twice. Sir, there are other players waiting to give Mr. Moopy his magic made spin. Crow's Bay looks up at the game marquee. Thank you, Naomi, which simply reads Moopy. You know the game's full name? Sure, I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's actually called Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze, right? Wizards and pellets and monsters and stuff? Yeah. A bit tears as he's laser focused on the game, and I can see why. He's currently sitting at 714,900 points. Holy crap, that's a heck of a high score. Or as the other guy would probably say, holy, that's up of a high score. Excuse me? Right, sir. Can you please wrap up your game here? Nope. I'm keeping a good pace here. Player livestock on a path getting close to the world record before kill screen. Somehow the thick arcade jargon sounds classier when draped in his British accent, like I'm watching some documentary program on the BBC. Yeah, but this is a public arcade, and the folks want to play the games too. He finished clearing the cardboard while pondering a predicament. Okay. At first, he's been waiting for the game ending, but he's letting his stock of 50 extra dudes slowly pay pulls out as well. With a pause, he pulls up $3,000 in cash and holds it out. Will this cover it? For a moment, I flash back to the movie where some dude pays another dude to sleep with his wife, and they roll around in bed covered in money and, cover what exactly? The cost of the game. The game itself. I've never seen that much raw cast at one place at any given time. It's not getting 20s dude rolling in Benjamins. One moment please. On it! Fortunately, Iris had already messaged her app open with Gavin's contact preloaded. We're trying to figure out that key in. Customer wants to buy Moopy for $3K. What do? And listen to me, I have a response. Considering we paid $200 for it plus parts, yes, absolutely yes. Sell it out immediately. Well, okay then. Although, how's Naomi going to react to this? Offloading one of her darlings just because Gavin wants to make a 15-fold profit. Although it also feels kind of weird to be taking advantage of this guy's lacking grasp of the real cost of our arcade machine. I know it's our workplace drama is going to catch up to me at some point, but this random breathing down my neck, it's got to make a decision. The game is $200, but I'm not sure we would sell. It's an older game, and it actually only costs about $200, but, well, it's parts of the arcade, sir. I expected apparently a gazillionaire to protest and not get his way, but he's smiling. You're right, Mr. Moopy's home after all. Let's compromise. I'll pay you $1,000. American, and you own the game, and you keep it here. And I'm sure I get to play it as long as I want, provided nobody's already playing. That's way I can keep chasing the score, but your arcade stays whole, and I hate to break to your loving family. Naomi will be relieved to hear that. Even if Gavin may flame me for passing up $2,000. Good, I hate to make Naomi cry. How could I live with myself? Was either at home, mad, to be fair, we had to be kind of northeast. What the man? What kind of arcade is this anyway? Yes, I'm going to Decker's Palace. And there's a customer stomping out his way at the door. Stomp, stomp, stomp. And on the plus side, Naomi would cry. On the negative side, I drove a car under God's cold. I love Percy! As for the player, well, he's going right back to playing alien pellets, zapping ghost monsters, and clearing mazes. With the crowd battle, I can actually focus on who this Gonzo Rich actually is. Digging the dad bod. That cuddly cozy teddy bear physique, the Benedict Cumberbatch accent, and he's soaked in compassion and empathy for others. Yes, please. He could have waltzed out of here with that game. He didn't. He cares about more than money and more than his own high score. He's more sure than me, but that's more than okay in my bracket. I'll always be attracted to AJ Bucket. I'm sure he could cheat me a thing or two. About Moopy. I mean, right. So you know Naomi? He's happy to talk even when playing.
I'm a funplex regular. My name's Percy.
Hi, Percy.
I'd hazard you're our new floor attendant.
Yep.
I was here with Francine. See, did you find the desk okay?
That's me, our McFealty Arcade Wrangler.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Aw.
Look forward to getting to know you better.
Oh, you're an emotional bastard. So, you serious you've been playing Moopy all day long?
Say, it's like calling.
I love you.
Actually owned a movie cabinet once. Had it in my flat.
Uh-huh.
Playing it by myself, all alone in the dark, it's not the same. I need the atmosphere.
The beeps and boops.
No, those you eventually learn to filter out. I mean, everything. The games, the lights, the kids, the feeling of being in an arcade. I score my best when I'm in real world conditions. It's all about the emotions. Laughter and tears, excitement and competition.
Yeah.
I need that swirling chaos of human emotions around me to play at my finest.
Naomi gets that. She keeps me in top condition for the day I eventually end my high school. What's the current world record then? About 3.5 million. This guy's been standing here since I was working morning shift. Hours and hours, and he's still only about 702k into his game. Can't imagine him being in anything but top health condition to try this. Guy got off legs made out of carbon fiber and a bladder of tungsten. I just did a few extra lives to drain out whenever I need to go pee. Also, he may be a sidekick. I feel I should let him get back to his game, but burning question, they burn in fire. How is he going to afford this game? He does have a solid job. So I think it don't make him commenting on it. What's a lot of money just to have a good person? What do you think you do for a living? This and that. He doesn't really care a lot talk about his work. Not in guarded way. Is he less interested than the current mates? Maybe he's actually ahead of an international diamond smuggling ring. They hide the stones in arcade games. Day trading. Huh? Day trading. Stocks and bonds. Anybody can do it if they have the head for the numbers. It's really nothing important. Or maybe he's a day trader. I don't feel people are defined by their work. I know the arcade is home to those who have made that passion in their working, but it's passion that matters more. I've made my passion the same as anyone I look forward to learning viewers as well. Well, I'm not deep in the middle of the game, I mean. He's getting more and more distracted by the game. I should leave him be. I have to do a thing about a thing and a thing. Big seeing you, Mr. McFealty. And yet another weird encounter in a string of weird encounters. How are we doing with Percyverse? So we're doing pretty decent with Percy as well. Him and Naomi are pretty high up. I can't help but wear a goofy grin as I walk away. A hot guy with a big heart, yes, still my type. I should get ahead of myself. He's a funplex trick. Let's keep him an eye on for further two. Let's see who's handled next. Actually, we're going to make a quick save here. And I'm going to leave this tonight's stream here. Yeah, it's getting late, but I'm getting tired. And I don't want to drain myself out by enjoying this game because I've already played the hour-long gameplay and I'm playing this now. But this game I love to death and I have a special place in my heart for... But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you guys want to follow me on my Twitter is Babiber Gaming. YouTube, same name. Twitch, if you guys follow me there, you're going to watch my Twitch and all that kind of stuff. If you guys like what I do, make sure to check out my Twitter and my Twitches. They're all full of good, crispy, creamy bullets. That's a full playthrough of the Arcade Spirits, my first, blind go-through of the game, where I'm actually crying and getting sad and shit. I'm going to get sad and shit either way, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for joining the stream. For those who have stayed for the whole night, thank you guys for coming out. I will be getting back to this game soon. I think next week I'm gonna complete the Portal. I don't think I got much left Portal, so I might do Portal and hop on to continue the Arcade Spirits playthrough. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Okay, bye.